Let's talk at-home skincare devices. You ask, can you use the Nira laser and then the Omnilux mask? Or do you recommend the Lyma laser and the Nira laser instead? The short answer is you could use either or you could do the mask and the Nira laser. You could do the Lyma laser with the mask. They all play well together. I'm fortunate enough, I have a variety. I have a whole arsenal of beauty tools that I play with. And this is how I use mine. I'm going to give you kind of my routine, pretty much that I do almost every day. And I also will say that each of these, although they target similar things, their mechanisms of how they work are a little different. And that's why I like using more than one. Once I wake up in the morning, I get up, I go to the bathroom, and then I rinse my face with cold water. I don't use any soap or anything. A clean face, I dry it, and then I go in with my Nira lasers. I have both. I have the original Nira laser and I have the Nira Pro, and I will, on clean dry skin, I will do the Nira laser around my eyes, around my upper lip, and then I take the Nira Pro, which has a larger head, and I will do my entire face. I do my neck, my décolleté, and I do the back of my hands. So once that's finished, then I move on to my red light. Before I put on my red light mask, I've had my face is clean, nothing on it. I spray this on. It's a green Rooibos by Masama, which is really lovely. It plays really well with the red light therapy. Oftentimes when you're doing a red light therapy, they'll say just do clean skin with nothing on it. But this is really good. So I spray that on first. And then I've got the Current Body. I have a few different ones, but this is what I grab most often. So this is the Current Body for the neck and décolleté, so I put that on. And then this is the newest version, which I love of the Current Body because I have the original, which is fine, but this has this kind of better fitting mask, so when you put it on like this, you can see there's no gaps in between. So I use that, and I do a 10-minute setting. So I've got this on for 10 minutes, and usually when I do that, I'm listening to my morning prayers, kind of regrouping and getting ready for the day. And pulled out a couple more of the devices that I switch off. Like I have a very robust, as I mentioned, a very robust skincare routine, but I have got this is like a well-oiled machine, this routine, and it really doesn't take that long. So I will oftentimes, not always, but a few times a week, I will alternate before I do my next step. I'll either do the Zip Halo, which this is my favorite because it's so easy to use. I absolutely love it. And then I've got the New Face, which is tried and true. The only thing I don't love about the New Face is that it's really hard to hear the beep when it beeps. So I can't listen to a podcast or have music on very, very low because you can't hear each beep. So that's my only beef with this, but I do love it. Then we go on in with oil. The next thing that I do is I put on some face oil. Either like this is the Luzerne Sublime Oil, which I love. Any oil will do, but I'm using this currently. And this Elemis Superfood facial oil, I love the scent of this. But I rotate any facial oil. So I'll use a very, nice, generous amount, and I will put it all over my face, all in my neck and décolleté. I'm going to depuff. This is, it's kind of like a Gua Sha tool, a little different. Anyway, I do this, and I do this and this, and I bring the lymph down this way, and I work the jaw. So I do that whole routine, and I even, rub it around my eyes, and it really helps bring the puffiness down pretty quickly. I will do a few of the, the little yoga moves where you're doing this for your lymph and doing this and pinching. Then I bring in my face roller, and I will do a quick face roll, all the way. The face, I love this one because you'll go this way and this way, and it can roll. And then that's it for the moment. Obviously, this is on days when I have a little more time. Anyway, then I will go out. I'll take my puppy for a walk. I'll make my tea. I'll come back and I'll feed her. And then once my tea is ready, then I pull out my Lyma laser. The Lyma laser is a cool laser, so you don't feel anything. And it goes kind of deep in the dermis. There is zero downtime. And what I love about this Lyma laser is that you can use it on completely dry skin. You can use it with oil. You can wear it. You can do it like I can do it right now. It goes through, it penetrates makeup. So you can be doing this in the daytime, like right now. We could just have this conversation and I can be doing my skincare with my makeup on, which I think is a game changer for this product. But what I like to do, I'm having my tea in the morning, I'm doing a little scrolling, and I have my little routine. I will kind of do around 4 minutes or so for each area. I've gotten it down where, you know, I don't even have to time it anymore, but you don't feel anything and it's easy. Again, you can do these at any, if you want to do this first, you can do that. If you want to do the red light first, you can do that. The Nira laser is super fast, which is why I love. You can do your whole face in, you know, 3.5 minutes doing both. I mean, this is about a minute, just boop, 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 because the beep is really fast. This Nira, the Nira Pro, which by the way, spoiler alert, there is a new version coming out that I got to test, and it shaves off either another minute, because this one takes a little bit longer with each of the beeps before you move it. Now it's going to be even faster with 50% more energy, I think it is, which is amazing. I've had the Nira laser in my routine. Out of all these things, this one has been in my routine the longest since, I want to say we're almost at 5 years, about that, for my use of this. I use it every single day. I love this. Like I said, for fine lines and wrinkles, I use it on level 5. You know, you can go through 1 through 5. I pretty quickly got up to 5. And I have no issue at all. The tip is, if you have any sensitivity at all, I mean, like I said, I don't even feel anything, but if you rinse your face with cold water, dry it, and then immediately do your Nira laser, it's almost like a little numbing for the face, but you know, otherwise, it's really kind of pain-free. In fact, all of these, there is no downtime. And here's what I believe about all of these different tools. I believe that consistency is most important, and that although many of these tools may not be as strong as what you can get on some treatments that you get in the spa or at a doctor's office, I believe the upside is, because it's something you can have at home and it's something that you can do every day or multiple times in a week, that supersedes, or at least kind of evens out the playing field for spending, you know, hundreds or thousands of dollars for one treatment at the salon. My light went out on me. Anywho, I'm thinking, you know, as far as most of these are pretty affordable, especially when you calculate price per use. The most expensive definitely is the Lyma laser, which clocks in around, I think around $2,800, so it's not inexpensive. It is the only device on the market that is like this, that is for at-home use. And it has a cult following, and I have really noticed a difference in my skin, so I absolutely love it. But again, I also, you know, I told you I've been using the Nira for years, as well as the microfrequency devices. Now it's interesting because there are some women out there that are, and you can see this on social media, where these women are just doing their Gua Sha treatment and doing kind of a face yoga, and they're getting beautiful results, which is amazing. And I think that's kind of your low level entry point of cost to be able to do that. Consistency for sure. I have tried doing some of those things without, you know, kind of putting my devices on the side for a bit, and I haven't felt the bang for the buck just using it by itself. But I also think it is a great option if money is an issue. I have to be honest here too. I joined a program, this girl from TikTok, that her face looks amazing, and she had this program. But the program for me, I was like, I'm gung-ho, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna like really lift my upper eyelids and all that. And I did the program, and there was so much to the program that it was like 35, 45, 55 minutes, and then other things you add on. And if I did that, then I couldn't do I could do it would be a full-time job. And so therefore I decided I would just kind of do a mix. I actually took some of the techniques that she was suggesting, I added those, but just doing her technique it just didn't fit for me. The great thing is there are so many options out there for us, whether it's low level entry or the higher level stuff. There's so much out there. But remember, the most important thing is your diet and lifestyle and your skincare. Because if you do all these treatments and you aren't wearing sunscreen, and you aren't really tending to your skin and giving it all the love it needs and nourishing your body with healthy foods and antioxidants, then all of that is for naught. I'm actually glad you asked this question, because I was long overdue to give kind of an update of what I've been doing lately with my skincare routine. So I hope that I answered all your questions. If you have any other questions about any of these devices, I'm happy to answer them. You can just drop your